Today we're going to temper some chocolate because we're going to use it as our decorating of the cakes, or of anything really. But we're going to temper chocolate. When you temper chocolate, you have to do it in 2 steps. We're going to melt the chocolate on the stove with a pot, such as this one. The water goes on the bottom and your chocolate will go on top. And you put some vegetable shortening, a little bit, like a good teaspoon of vegetable shortening. And you do not put your whole batch of chocolate in there. You will put 3/4 of the chocolate in here, let it melt. You have to be careful to get no water in the chocolate or it'll seize and become a paste. Temper our chocolate by melting it with some vegetable shortening and a medium-high heat. Get it to approximately, the chocolate will be almost 100 degrees, and then we'll take it off and put the rest of the chocolate to bring the chocolate down to between 80 and 90. And this is tempering your chocolate to use for decorating and to make your own chunky bars and whatever else, or even to make chocolate dipped strawberries. And we'll start off with our baking chocolate, semi-sweet baking chocolate, and we have broken it up into pieces. There's 12 ounces here, so if you don't have baking chocolate, you can do 3/4 of a bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips or baking chocolate. Make sure that you have at least broken the pieces. I put in the pot 8 ounces of baking chocolate, and then we'll do the 4 ounces after the chocolate has melted to smooth. Remember, do not get water in there or your chocolate will seize and then it won't work. As you can see here, the chocolate is starting to melt into small pieces, actually dissolving quickly. We have to be careful not to get the steam in there. Check our chocolate. It's at 170, so it's melted. And what we do is get a towel. Always leave the water running on warm there. This in some ice water, or if you have an ice pack, just put the towel over the ice pack because you don't want to bring the temperature down too quickly. And we're going to stir in the rest of the chocolate. This will help bring down the temperature. We want to add in 80 to 90 degree. Now, of course, if you don't have a thermometer or an infrared thermometer, you can do it always by touch. The rest of the chocolate, until the whole thing melts again. You can see here the pieces are melting. Went from 170 down to 115 already. When tempering chocolate, we don't want it at a hot temperature because then it's hard to use. You have to wait till it gets to some type of room temperature. If you tend to walk away from your chocolate when you're tempering it and it starts to harden up again, just put it back on the stove top to smooth it out. Now that we have the chocolate set, and let's see what the temperature is at. 98. So that was approximately 10 minutes. We are going to put some in this bag to decorate. What I'm going to do is make a square, and I'm going to cover this strip with chocolate. When this chocolate is set but not set hard, I'm going to wrap it around a cup, and this will be my square. And I think we'll have enough. I think we'll have enough leftover chocolate to make some candy bars. Or candy cupcakes, as we do here. Put it in a bag. Get our trusty. You don't need to cut a big hole, just the little corner there is good enough. A square. Keep on following, make one square inside of another square, and so forth. So this is our chocolate square, and what I'm planning to make is a cap for a graduation. Okay, so we've done that. Knife to help you smooth it out, but not completely. You don't want to, some of it will run over. So here's our square. Here's the chocolate. We're going to let this set in a cool place. We usually put it in the basement, but I'm going to make sure this doesn't set completely because I need to wrap it around a cup. So that'll be at least 2 to 5 minutes. I've placed the chocolate back on the warm water so it wouldn't get firm. And we are now going to make our candy bars. I got chocolate all over me. That's for another video. Anyway, we're going to add some salted or lightly salted peanuts. And some raisins. And a good handful. So at least a half. And we're going to fold in the chocolate. And we're going to place them into our cupcake holders. We're going to place them into our cupcake holders. Have your chocolate cupcake candies. Ta-da! Now you're going to put them in the fridge. In 30 minutes, probably to an hour, they'll be set and they'll be ready to enjoy. Enjoy my own little cupcake peanuts and raisins. Almost like a chunky bar, but not really. Enjoy! Lazy Susan, sometimes I get a step stool just so I can have a better angle. And we're just going to pipe some stars. The edges helps it look more finished. You don't have to. We're going to do this around the cake, on the top edge and the bottom edge, just to make the bottom of the platter look nice. Well, we've decorated a cake. We've piped it with blue frosting, our white chocolate frosting. The melted chocolate we used for lettering. We've tempered the chocolate and let it set on parchment paper for the square and then of course for the round. And this is your chocolate and vanilla cake. Enjoy! I hope you have many more cakes to come.